Let's remind you how the table is looking. So Arsenal have a 5-point lead at the top of the table. They could make it 8 points until Wednesday at least if they win today. City are second. Then it's Newcastle going so well this season under Eddie Howe in third, with Tottenham making up the top 4. Manchester United in 5th. Liverpool started the season poorly but have clawed their way back into 6th position. Brighton under Roberto De Zerbi in 7th. Above, Graham Potter's Chelsea. Graham Potter, of course, leaving Brighton this season for Chelsea. Fulham under Marco Silva in 9th, and Brentford. Thomas Frank signing a new contract this week in 10th. The bottom half, well, it's Palace in 11th. Unai Emery, you may or may not remember, is now the Aston Villa manager. Leicester in 13th after a poor start. Bournemouth under Gary O'Neill on a permanent basis now. Leeds in 15th. West Ham and Everton are just a point above the bottom 3, which consists of Nottingham Forest, who are apparently going to spend some more money in January. Southampton second bottom. Nathan Jones is manager of Southampton. We all forgot. And Wolves bottom of the table. Lopetegui is their boss. 4 points from safety with a big job on his hands. So it is a very warm welcome back to our Premier League coverage here on NBC. I'm Rebecca Lowe, Tim Howard, Robbie Earle, Robbie Musso. The gang are all reunited. We are here at the Emirates Stadium, as I say, a 3-day tour of the UK. So much to get to. Not a lot of time. Tim, I'm going to start with you. Before we talk Premier League, it would be remiss if I didn't ask you for your reflections of the World Cup, Tim, but also, of course, on the US men's national team at the World Cup. Talk to us. Yeah,
drama and upsets, probably more than we all expected in this World Cup. And Argentina, the soccer gods answered our prayers. I mean, Messi lifting the World Cup trophy had to happen for historic purposes. I thought it was absolutely brilliant. The U.S. men's national team, they've done us proud. The youngest squad at the World Cup. They were gritty, they were determined, they were hungry. In difficult moments, this young team stuck together and found a way. And I just thought against the Netherlands and England, in long spells and long stretches, we've never seen this from a U.S. team. Dominate possession, put these teams like England and the Netherlands on the back foot. And then the big players, they showed up, they showed out. Christian Pulisic was very good. Weston McKennie, he was tops. I thought Captain America, Tyler Adams, we've seen him maraud around the pitch for Leeds United. I mean, what a fantastic player. His stock rose, and I thought this is the leader that the U.S. can count on for many, many years to come.
And we're going to have Tyler Adams pitchside at the desk at Ellen Road on Wednesday ahead of Leeds against Manchester City. Make sure you tune in to that one. Robbie, that was then.
Yeah.
This is now. How does the World Cup affect what is coming up over the next few days and few months?
Well, I'm interested, Rebecca, in the transition from the World Cup. Remember a few weeks ago we were talking about the worry World Cup back in studio. Are players committed? Are they scared of getting injured? All that goes away. You can smell it in the air. Premier League is back from December 26th through till May 28th now. The full focus is on the Premier League. And you couldn't get a bigger contrast in what the World Cup has done to teams in the two top teams at the top of the table. Arsenal, who we'll see play today, no Gabriel Jesus for probably 6 weeks. You know, what effect does that have on them losing their striker? Man City, the other effect, Erling Haaland, 6 weeks sitting at home, drilling his fingers, can't wait to get back and scoring goals. You know, so the whole contrast of what's happened to the World Cup is fascinating. Physically, how are players? Are they tired? Emotionally, mentally, what's going on? Did they win games? Did they lose games? Was it success or not? There's so much coming up. It almost feels a bit like Project Restart to me when we had the pandemic, when we weren't quite sure what we were going to see. That's what's so exciting about the start.
I mean, you're never really sure what you're going to see with the Premier League, Robbie, because it's always so unpredictable. But now, with all of what Robbie just said and the effect from the World Cup, and then a ton of storylines to pick out as well. What are you looking at?
Well, I think you can go through the league and there's storylines everywhere. We've got new managers finding their feet in the Premier League. We've got two, arguably, well, the most successful clubs in English football that are up for sale, Liverpool and Manchester United. Ronaldo's gone from that football club. But I still think, when I look at the table, the biggest stories are Arsenal Football Club, to try and go from 5th in the Premier League last year to win it this season with a 5-point lead over Man City. Incredible start to the season. And Newcastle United. I mean, what a job Eddie Howe is doing there. Them to be 3rd place on merit, they're flying. They've won the last 5 games. They've still got really important players, Isaac and Alan Saint-Maximin, to come back into the side to add to what they've done. I think that's probably the most, I don't know, I guess what I'm looking to see as we come back into the season now. Of course, we're going to get a good look at Arsenal in a few hours' time.
In terms of the top of the table for you, Robbie's there talked about Arsenal. Is that where your eyes go? Because there are a ton of stories and we will get to them, touch on them. But for you, are you thinking top as well as where your eyes go?
I am, yeah. And Newcastle fascinates me. I think they're ahead of schedule with the new ownership. they're in third place on merit. If they can finish in the top 4, that will allow them to attract high-caliber players, Champions League-type players, and that will allow them to continue to build that project. For me, something Robbie Earl said, this was the Worry World Cup, and I look at the players physically. Most of them have only played 3 or 4 games. Their bodies are built to endure that type of schedule. It's the mental fatigue, I wonder. Are they going to be able to come back, put the disappointments or the elation to the side and get back focused on the Premier League?
What's interesting, Rebecca, is that Pep said that the players behind are going to be, you know, a little bit behind the ones that have been playing in the World Cup. They'll be up to a match rhythm. Antonio Conte said the other way around.
Yeah.
That the ones that are there are going to be tired. Maybe to Robbie's point about emotionally a little bit with some of the players that got a long way in the competition. The ones that were already there, I mean, he's been working them. Conte likes to do that. And tactics and physical. So he thinks they'll be in better shape.
But you talk about top of the table as well, Rebecca. The bottom of the table, 9 points separate the bottom 12 teams. So if you get a good start to the season restarting again, you're in good shape. You get a bad start, and all of a sudden, some big-name teams could find themselves down by the bottom 3.
Hi there, I'm Rebecca Lowe, studio host for NBC's coverage of the Premier League. Don't forget to hit subscribe to watch more videos all season long. For even more Premier League content, from original series to live matches, head over to Peacock and be sure to tune in for Premier League mornings every weekend on USA Network and on Peacock. We will see you over there.